I know there's something I'm forgetting.
Oh, well, let's see. You've observed the church, and Nancy and I have certainly invited everyone in the whole world we can possibly think of. You have your wedding dress.
There was someone I was supposed to talk to about some... Reverend Booth. I was supposed to talk to Tom to check on when we could go meet Reverend Booth. I knew there was something. Why do I keep forgetting this?
You've been so busy lately. You've had so much on your mind. You've accomplished quite a bit, you know.
But there's something else, too.
Tom's ring.
No. No. Kim's dress. I was supposed to go over there and check on 2 or 3 possibilities for that.
Oh, well, I happen to know for a fact Kim does have an unused matron of honor dress that she could wear. But, well, that was wintertime. I guess she'd want to get a nice springy one for your wedding.
Well, I don't want her to have to buy anything new.
Why not? She can afford it.
Oh, well, I'm sure she has, you know, something in her wardrobe that's suitable.
Yes, I'm sure. Oh, and besides, it's always lovely to have an excuse to buy something pretty and new, and this is a very special occasion.
Did I tell you that Tom and I found a house that we liked?
No, you didn't.
Oh, I must have forgotten to tell you last night.
You forgot. Oh, are you funny? My goodness. Well, I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
Barbara, what's the matter?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Honey, if you have any question in your mind about what you're doing...
I don't know what you mean.
I'm talking about the house. You see, if you and Tom have already put a binder on the house, don't worry about it. You can still get out of it.
Oh, I know.
All right. Well, I just don't want you and Tom to rush into something maybe you're not sure of.
Yes, they hauled in a crowbar and auger last week. They've been taking samples. The reports are excellent. It's an extremely rich vein. Yes, well, I hope to start the foundation for the refinery next week. I'm just waiting on the architect's revisions. No, it's the basic same plan as in Peru. We just had to make a few adjustments as far as the terrain is considered. Look, that's all I have to tell you now. I'll call you back when I've got more to report. Goodbye. Nels? Yes, I want to place a call to Charles in Sweden. No, not right now. I have a meeting with David Stewart in an hour. Make the call for 1 o'clock our time. And make sure he's there. No excuses. This is important.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. It's marvelous.
I hope your father doesn't think I'm trying to impress Mr. Stembeck.
So what if you are? What's wrong with that?
Well, I'll leave that to girls your age.
I hate to tell you, Mom, but you're going to impress Mr. Stembeck whether you like it or not, and Dad's going to be knocked out.
I hope he doesn't pass out before the meeting. I mean, what I know about silver would fit in a thimble.
A silver thimble, then.
Of course. Are you sure about my hair?
I'm sure about the hair, the dress, about everything. Doesn't it make you feel good?
I'm just not sure that it's me.
You is anything you want it to be.
How did I raise such a perceptive daughter?
I take after you. And don't worry about it. If Daddy doesn't like it, I'll take all the blame.
Well, I think you should.
I have another idea.
I'm afraid to ask at this point.
Why don't you come to the health club with me this afternoon?
What for?
Well, you know, we could work on the machines or something.
Oh, Dee, I'm not ready for that yet.
Oh, come on, Mom. Make you feel great. Tone everything up.
At your age, you don't need any toning up.
Yeah, well, I want to keep it that way. At any rate, if you change your mind, pick up a leotard and meet me there around 4.
Sure. I have my own health club. It's called Spring Cleaning.
Oh, Mom, stop it.
Excuse me, ladies. Your secretary wasn't at her desk.
That's right. She's out sick today.
Oh, that's too bad. Hello, Mrs. Stewart.
Hello, Brad.
I could lend you Melinda for a couple of hours.
No, I can manage.
Oh, well, if you need any help, just let me know, okay?
Okay.
Listen, I came by to remind you that James Stenbeck is very anxious to have an answer on your refining.
Yes, I know. As a matter of fact, he's coming here for a meeting this morning at 11.
Oh, he is?
Yes, he is.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Then I didn't need to bother you.
No bother.
Well, I'm very anxious to hear how it turns out.
I'll let you know.
Fine. Well, I'll see you later. Bye.
Nice to see you, Brad. Well, he was rather businesslike, wasn't he?
Yes, that's the way it should be.
Well, he's cooperating with us anyway.
Well, I'm sorry Mr. Hollister is not in right now. But when he gets in, I will check with him and I'll see what I can set up for you. Of course I will. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, Brad, you just missed a call from Mr. D. Armand of the Chamber of Commerce.
Oh?
Oh, he wants to see if he can see you this afternoon if you're free.
How's it look?
Well, you have around 4 o'clock. Do you want me to tell him to come over then?
No, not today. I'm going to go to the health club later on this afternoon, so don't make any appointments after 3:30 for me.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to keep in shape. Never can tell when you're going to need to be fit.
Yeah, right.
As the world turns.
Hey, what is this, Saturday? What's going on here?
No, I have school, but I forgot my biology notebook, and I have a lab to do, so they let me come home and get it.
Where's Kim? Kitchen?
No, she and Andy were leaving as I was coming.
My timing is great, isn't it?
Was she expecting you?
No, it was just kind of spur of the moment. I guess I should have called first.
Did you come from the hospital?
Yeah?
Oh, that's where she's going.
What for?
She had to take Andy there for a checkup. She'll probably stop by your office.
You think so, huh?
Well, I don't know. She didn't say anything, but she might.
Well, just in case she doesn't, I think maybe I better leave her a note.
Okay. You wouldn't happen to have any notepaper with you?
Fresh out.
Well, I guess I'll just have to get you some.
Nothing too fancy now.
Okay. Here you go.
Oh, that's perfect. Thanks.
And there are envelopes underneath.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you forgot your notebook.
Lucky. Need anything else?
Nope, this is just fine.
Well, I'm gonna go upstairs and find my notebook.
Dear Kim, in case you're wondering, Betsy lent me in and supplied me with writing materials. No thanks. I changed my mind. You are so beautiful.
And you are so nearsighted. I really had such a good time tonight.
I had a wonderful... every time we go out, I have a wonderful time.
Oh.
Yeah. You make me feel alive again.
My goodness.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Ready?
I seem to be writing the Magna Carta.
Well, you want to lock up?
Okay, you go ahead.
Tell me it's important to dissect a frog if you want to become a doctor.
It's important to dissect a frog if you're going to become a doctor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And what happens if I get sick?
The frog will like that.
See you later.
See ya. I'm sorry you aren't here. I miss you. I'll try to catch you at the hospital. How about dinner tonight?
So, the tenant is suing the landlord, and the landlord is suing the plumber, and they'll probably all settle out of court. However, it will involve several meetings of all the lawyers.
Donald, I'm sorry. I can't take on anything like that right now.
Well, what is this?
It's nothing, Dad.
You talking about the Halverson case?
Yes, that's right.
You trying to get Grant to take it over for you?
Yes, but he's too busy, so I thought maybe Tom could handle it.
No. Tom can't handle it.
Why not?
Well, beside the fact that he's getting married next week, he's too busy handling all the cases you've already turned over to him.
Well, then perhaps we should suggest to them that they take their case to another firm altogether.
We will do nothing of the kind. The Halverson family's been connected with this firm for 50 years. Young Halverson's grandfather was a client of Judge Lowell's.
Dad, I do not have the time to sue some plumber for $5,000.
Son, I think you better make time.
I can't.
You have bigger fish to fry, is that it?
Yeah, that's right, bigger fish.
Gentlemen, I have to get to the county records and run some errands. I'll see you later.
All right, see you later, Grant. I've got to get back to work myself.
Don. Wait a minute. You know, ever since you've been involved with Brad Hollister, you've been neglecting every other client you have.
Well, Dad, I would say that asking another member of the firm to handle their cases is not exactly neglecting them.
But it is your attitude. Nothing seems to be important to you except this mining business.
That's right. Nothing is.
Don, something is wrong. I sense that you still bear some malice toward Hollister because he knew there was silver on our land. Now, if you're going to represent him, this is wrong. Look, we sold that land at a good price. There's no valid reason for complaint.
Then there's no reason why I shouldn't continue working for him.
But that is not the way we do business. This firm has a reputation to maintain. You have a responsibility to every one of your clients, even if their cases aren't particularly interesting or lucrative.
But there comes a point where you have to make a choice.
Son, is it Mary? It's what happened with Mary?
No, Dad, this has absolutely nothing to do with Mary at all. However, since you brought up the subject, I think she should leave. It's too awkward.
Do you think you could work out your problems if she weren't here every day?
No, we're not going to work out any problems.
You're not giving up, are you?
There's nothing I can do.
You mean you don't care anymore?
Dad, a long time ago, you and I agreed to keep our business relationship strictly professional. But somehow it always becomes personal, doesn't it? Well, I guess that's the way it is. You know, working in a family business is really hell. So let's get one thing straight. When it comes to my personal life, you and I are not partners.
All right, Dee, that's enough.
Just a minute.
There's only just so much that can be done, you know.
There. Just finishing touches. There. Look perfect.
I don't know if I can stand being perfect.
Oh, don't worry. It won't last.
Thank you very much. Don't you have some work to do before Mr. Stenbeck gets here?
No, not a bit. I'm all ready for him.
You haven't seen him, have you, since Italy?
No, I've spoken to him on the phone briefly.
Did he remember meeting you in Rome?
Yes, he did. And he said again that he was sorry about Ian's death.
Honey, I hope it's not going to be too difficult for you seeing him.
No, it won't.
That's a reminder, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Reminders all the time. You know, Mom, I've been thinking about the Bach manuscript. I mean, it seems such a shame for it to be in a bank vault. People ought to be able to see it.
I mean, it's probably mean a lot to musicians. Oh, Mr. Stenbeck, please come in.
Miss Stewart, Mrs. Stewart, it's nice to see both of you again.
Thank you. Please sit down. My father isn't here right now. He had a meeting at the hospital, but he should be here any minute.
Oh, thank you very much. As a matter of fact, I think I'm a few minutes early. I wasn't sure how long it would take me to get here from the hotel.
Are you staying at the Spencer?
Yes, I have a suite there for the moment, but while I'm looking for an apartment, I get tired of hotel life.
Oh, then you expect to be spending a lot of time here in Oakdale?
Periodically, yes, especially while the refinery's getting underway.
People say that the silver is going to change Oakdale. Do you believe it will, Mr. Stenbeck? I mean, from your experience.
Well, it's bound to bring more people to town.
Fortune hunters.
Well, I think that we're all fortune hunters to various degrees, aren't we?
Well, most of us hope to live comfortably.
Yes, I take it you're a person who doesn't like change, Mrs. Stewart.
Well, I wouldn't say so. Not exactly. How do you like working with Brad?
Oh, I find that he's young, very bright, has an enormous future in front of him if he handles it properly.
Well, do you have reason to believe that he won't?
No, not at all. Oh, Miss Stewart, before I forget, I read in the newspaper about your inheritance from Ian McFarlane, and I thought I heard you speak of it when I came in.
Yes.
Yes. Do you know, it's a unique work, and if you ever consider selling it, I'd like to make you an offer.
Well, I'm really not sure yet.
Well, I've collected art treasures from all over the world, and I have most of them on display in Sweden, and I'd like very much to add the Bach manuscript to the collection. I would value it highly.
Thank you, Mr. Stenbeck. Can I think about it?
Oh, of course.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
Daddy.
No problem.
I had a conference at the hospital. Hi.
Hi.
Well, shall we get down to business? I wanted Mrs. Stewart here because she's going to take part in all of our major decisions.
Oh, very good.
Oh, good morning. I'll tell Brad you're here.
No bother, he's expecting me.
Oh, it's no bother.
I said never mind, he's expecting me.
Well,
Well, you're looking awfully well, Joyce. Feeling good these days? Happy? Satisfied?
Well, yes, I am feeling well.
You ought to feel terrific. You won, you know. You beat me. You pushed Mary to the point where we can't communicate. You spread your poison, and there was nothing I could do to protect Mary from it.
Donald, that's not fair.
All I can say is thank God our divorce is almost final. Thank God.
Almost your entire law firm is here today.
Oh, I saw Donald's car down below. No, I'm here for a different reason.
Good. I mean, it's always nice to see a friendly face.
Well, what'd Donald say to you?
Oh, nothing new. No, everything's okay. Well, you here to see Brad or me or what?
No, I was running some errands, and I have this paper here for you to sign. Need your signature so we can get your funds transferred from San Francisco.
Oh, Grant, thank you, but I would have come by your office.
No problem. No. Just sign right there.
Thank you. Sure. I appreciate your taking care of this for me.
No, I'll send it right away, and you should get a notice of the deposit about a week or so.
Okay, thanks.
You're
Again.
welcome. I'll let you get back to your work.
Oh, Grant. You know, I've been thinking a lot, about what we talked about the other evening at your office. For years, all I ever thought about was how I felt about giving up the Teddy, I never gave any real consideration to you. I mean, what you were thinking, what you thought. When you found out that I'd given him up.
No, Joyce, I don't really think that...
But you love him. I know you love him. And you lost your chance to be his father because of me.
Look, that was settled years ago. I don't think we should drag it out again.
I know.
Oh, well. Oh, Holly.
So?
I thought I was going to see you at your office later.
I'm planning on it.
Good. Joyce, this is a book that Brad ordered. It's a directory that he needs to help him with his engineering. And he is, he ordered it special. So, I said as soon as it got to the store, I would rush it right over.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Well, would you take it in to him now, please?
When Donald comes out of his office, I'll take it to him.
Oh, I see. Well, you see, Brad has been causing me a lot of trouble. He calls me twice a day, bugging me to pieces for the last week, wanting this book. And I said, well, as soon as it gets here, I'll bring it over. So, I think I'll just have to wait until I know it's in his hot little hands.
All right, Miss.
Thank you. I certainly am surprised to see you here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's no sense in mincing about with words, is there? Look, if you're spending time with Joyce, just making an utter fool of yourself. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will be more than happy to explain it to you when I see you later.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Think anybody can answer that phone?
Yeah, someone will get it, yeah.
Yeah, well, look, when I was in your office, I was very good. I didn't say one word about Joyce. Okay. And now
Please
I would
try.
Look, what I wanted to say is I feel that Joyce does not need you, but Mary does, because she well, hold on a minute. Lowell, Hughes, Coleman, and Hughes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please excuse me. You're right, somebody did pick up the phone. Now, let's see, where was I?
Don't try to remember.
No, I was talking about, oh, yes, I remember. Mary needs a man in her life.
Isn't that Mary's choice?
I don't mean romantically, silly. I'm talking about emotional support. This is what I mean. And she needs that. She needs, well, she needs you. Joyce certainly does not. And she needs to know that you're on her side, not Joyce's.
Lisa, you take care of your business, I'll take care of mine.
Well. You certainly were free with your opinions when you didn't think I was doing the right thing with my life.
Well, you didn't like it any better than I do.
I honestly thought that we were going to be through with conversations like this once our marriage was over, but I see it's just going to continue, just like it is. But I am right about Joyce, and you know it.
Then we're all set.
As far as I'm concerned, yes. I'm sorry my decision took so long, but, well, I had to learn the business first. Or at least start to learn the business.
Oh, well, of course, I can understand that.
So you'll be in touch with our lawyer?
As soon as possible. I would like to invite you all to lunch to celebrate, but I have to get back to the hotel. I'm expecting an overseas call.
Oh, well, that's all right. We'll celebrate when we sign the papers.
Good. It was a pleasure to see both of you again.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And don't forget about my offer on the manuscript.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Dr. Stewart,
bye.
I'll be in touch soon.
Well, I could hardly wait for him to leave.
Really?
Sure, as if you didn't know. I didn't dare take a good look at you for fear I'd lose whatever business sense I possess.
Oh, David.
What have you done to yourself?
Well, it's not entirely my doing.
Well, your hair's all different, and I haven't seen that dress, have I?
No, it's new. With your daughter's strong encouragement, I went shopping and bought myself a few dresses.
His daughter. You've stopped claiming me now?
Just until I find out for sure what his reaction is. It's not too jazzy.
Oh, no, I like it. I like it very, very much.
There, you see?
Of course, I always have liked the way you look, but this, wow. Come here, kid.
think it's time for me to leave. I'm going to be at my desk. If you need me, I don't think you're going to need me.
Come in.
Hi, John.
Hey, hello. Hey, very good timing. Would you like to have a lunch or something like that?
Oh, thank you, but I just had lunch with my folks. Anyway, I really do have to get back to the office soon.
Well, you can sit down for a minute.
Okay,
Come on.
thank you. Are you in a rush?
No, I have time.
I need your advice.
Oh, okay, I give it a try.
It's about the Bach manuscript.
Yeah.
Ian's. John, it's not doing anybody any good sitting in a bank vault. I'm wondering if I should sell it.
Ah. I would talk to a very good tax lawyer before I did something like
John,
that.
I'm not thinking about the money. I just think people should be able to look at it. James Stenbeck said that if he bought it, he would display it.
James Stenbeck?
Yeah. He offered to buy it. He read about it in the paper.
Well, he certainly could afford to buy it, yeah. You ready to part with something that meant so much to Ian?
I don't know. I want to get on with my life, John. I don't want to hang on to things that Ian gave me. Anyway, I thought the manuscript displayed somewhere with a nice plaque with Ian's name on it next to it, that would be nice, don't you think?
It's not working, is it?
What?
You took his ring off once. And now?
Well, I can't forget about him, John. He wanted me to wear it always.
Yes, but that was when he thought that you were going to be together. You made no promise to him, and he certainly would not want to stand in your way to get on with the rest of your life.
John, I loved him. I had to put it back on. I had to.
Dee, you don't have to stop loving him to get on with the rest of your life.
I feel as though I do.
Well, perhaps someday you will understand that you can love his memory, but you can still make room in your life for someone else, too.
That seems so impossible now.
Dee, you're a very loving person. And someday you're going to want to show these feelings to somebody else in every way that you can.
Anyway, about the manuscript, you don't think I should sell it, do you?
I think you should give that a little bit of thought first.
Yes, operator, I'm ready. Charles?
Hello, James. How are you?
I'm angry, Charles, and I want to know the truth from you this time.
Our connection is not very good.
Our connection is fine.
I'm expected at your father's table for dinner. Perhaps I could call you afterwards.
Charles, I want the truth from you. And may I remind you that purgatory and damnation awaits a man of your faith who lies.
What is it you want to know, James?
You've never lied to me. And more than that, you've been like a member of the family.
I've always had your best interests at heart in everything I've done.
I'm not so sure you did 3 years ago.
Always.
Then tell me, did you know that Barbara Ryan was pregnant with my child before I married Inga?
Have you seen Miss Ryan since last we talked?
I asked you a question and I want an answer.
There was so much going on then. Your mother's illness, your wedding. I can't recall.
Listen, don't tell me you can't remember. You wouldn't forget something so important. I want the truth, Charles.
Yes, I knew.
You knew? And you didn't tell me? You were going to let me go through the rest of my life without knowing I had a child here?
If it were my decision alone.
Whose decision was it?
Your father's.
You went to my father instead of to me?
I'm sorry. I was employed by your father.
Well, even my father must have realized that I had the right to know.
He was afraid that you'd never go through with the plans to marry.
He was right. And that very well may have happened. But I had the right to make the decision for myself.
Your father and I sincerely wish to save you the pain of such a decision. We were thinking of your happiness.
My life may have been much happier if I had been allowed to choose for myself.
It may seem that way now, but it is unlikely that you are correct. Inga was a good wife to you.
Inga might have been happier with someone else, too.
What's done is done, James. You can't go back.
Yes, well, at least I found Barbara Ryan. And my son.
Have you told her you know?
Not yet.
Don't tell her, James. She was very hurt. You must spare her any more pain. Stay out of her life now. It can only cause trouble for both of you if you see her.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. And who are you to play God with my life?
Barbara, I can't tell you how wonderful it is to come home and have my lunch all prepared. When you and Tom get married, I think I will just insist that you two just stay right on here with me.
Oh, well,
Come on, I'm teasing you. I don't mean that. You couldn't stay with me if you'd begged me. After all, I have my own life to live. You know that. Plus the fact, you and Tom have found a house.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? You haven't said very much to me about Paul lately. Have you and Tom decided whether you're going to adopt him or not?
We are, yes, we are.
It's definite. That's funny. You know, you didn't tell me anything about it, and that's such a big decision.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. We should have told you.
Well, that's all right. I guess you were just afraid I might register an opinion.
Lisa, we didn't purposely keep it from you.
It's all right. Actually, I'm going to refrain from registering my opinions because it seems like all morning all I've done is just interfere in other people's business anyway, and I don't like the feeling. I really don't.
Lisa, I don't want you ever to think that you can't say exactly what you think to me and Tom.
Well, I will use my... I will be very discreet in what I say. I do have to say, though, Paul's mother, she must really be in a very desperate situation to even consider giving her child up for adoption.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
I can't imagine what kind of man she must be married to. I mean, how dare this man force her to choose between him and her own child? He shouldn't do that, not if he really cared for her.
I know, it's very hard to understand.
Yeah. I want you to know that Tom would never do anything like that to you. He absolutely adores you, and he'd do anything for you.
I know.
He really is determined to make you happy.
Well, Lisa, I want to make him happy, too, and I think I can, or I wouldn't marry him.
Of course.
And we're not going to stop with Paul. We're going to have children of our own.
That's good planning, yes, indeed.
We'll be very happy.
Oh, he isn't, huh? Well, I'll wait in his office. Hi. Did you get my note? Well, how about dinner? Terrific. I'm in John's office. We have a meeting, and after the meeting, I should be able to leave here. I'd say I could pick you up in about, an hour and a half. How's that?
Mrs. Lyman is hemorrhaging. The pressure just went like that. I'm sending her into surgery.
Good. Kim, we got an emergency. I'm sorry. We'll have to forget about dinner, and I'll call you just as soon as I can. Goodbye.
Hollister, locker 35.
Thank you. Has D. Stewart arrived yet?
Stewart. Not today. Not yet.
Oh, it's so nice when you decide to take time and work here at home.
Well, I'll be working in jail if I don't get this tax information together. The accountant has been after me for weeks to get it.
Oh, in that case, I better not interrupt you.
No, it's all right. You stay. I want to talk to you anyway. I think it's time I took a break.
Would you like to have some coffee or tea?
No, just you.
I think I'm going to change my hairdo every week. Would you like that?
I'd like anything as long as I can keep on recognizing you.
I won't change that much.
I love you no matter how you look. But this is fun.
There's something I want to show you. Although maybe this isn't really the best time.
Good a time as any.
Dee and I have been cleaning out the clothes closets for the thrift shop. Let me show you something. This was in her giveaway pile.
Nightgown?
It's not just any old nightgown. It's the one that she bought in Rome. When she was unpacking, I noticed it and asked her about it, and she said she'd seen it in a shop there, and she'd liked it very much.
Apparently she doesn't like it anymore.
But to give it away? What does that mean?
I have an idea what it means. I think you do too.
I guess so. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I shouldn't ask her about it.
I think we already know.
Yes. I won't say anything to her.
This can't go on.
Is Mrs. Coleman here?
Oh, do you want to talk to Lisa?
No, I just didn't want to put you in an awkward position.
Then leave. I told you I don't want to see you.
I don't believe you.
Well, I don't know what to do to convince you.
Are we alone?
It doesn't matter.
I think we are, except for maybe Paul. Is Paul here?
Yes, he's here.
And you plan to keep him, even if you go through with your wedding?
Tom wants him as much as I do.
Oh, does he?
We plan to adopt him.
There's no chance that his mother might want him back.
No chance.
I saw your picture in the paper today. It doesn't do you justice.
James, I want you to leave.
No. There have been too many misunderstandings between us.
Well, then, let me make myself perfectly clear. I would like you to leave. I do not want to see you or talk to you again.
Look, you'll be married in a few days. Or you will be if we're not completely honest with each other.
I will be whether we are honest with each other or not, but I am being completely honest when I ask you that I want you to leave.
Barbara, some terrible mistakes have been made. Please don't make the same mistakes that I made.
I don't want to hear this.
Look, we weren't the only ones who made mistakes. Other people made mistakes with our lives. Made choices that were ours to make.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, please. Our lives have been hurt too much because we weren't completely open with each other.
That life you're talking about is part of my past, and I don't even know you anymore. I owe you no more honesty than I owe a complete stranger.
We are hardly strangers. Now, there's some important things about me that you don't know, and I'm sure there are things about you that I don't know, but still, we are far from strangers.
Well, I don't care to know any more about you, and I don't want to tell you any more about myself. We have nothing to talk about.
Well, I have something to say to you, and I think you must listen to me.
No. No, Brett, don't.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing. All of a sudden, you don't want me to even touch you.